Most bookkeepers aren't undercharging because they're bad at math. They're undercharging because they're explaining prices way too much. And once I fixed that, everything else changed. If you're a bookkeeper and pricing feels awkward, inconsistent, or honestly kind of stressful, you're not alone. Most bookkeepers either charge hourly and feel capped, guess a flat rate and hope it's enough, or underprice just to avoid awkward conversations. Today, I want to walk you through a simple pricing formula that keeps you profitable without feeling like you're overcharging or constantly justifying yourself. And this isn't theory. This is exactly how I quote prospective clients. Quick favor before we jump in. If you appreciate this kind of straight to the point, real world bookkeeping content, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. It really does help the channel, and it tells me to keep making videos like this. Enough of that, let's get into it. The biggest pricing myth bookkeepers believe. Here's the myth that messes everything up. Clients want to know exactly how I calculate my price. They don't. What they actually want is a clear number, a predictable monthly cost, and confidence that you know what you're doing. The moment you start breaking price down line by line, you turn a professional service into a negotiation. And I learned this the hard way before bookkeeping. The landscaping story and why simpler pricing wins. Before bookkeeping, I owned a landscaping business, and prospects would ask, okay, but how much do you charge per hour? So I'd tell them, and suddenly, they questioned how long things should compared me to other crews, tried to micromanage the work. It was a mess. Then I changed one thing. Instead of hourly pricing, I gave them a bid. One number for the outcome. Same work, same effort, way fewer problems. Bookkeeping works the exact same way. The simple pricing formula. Here's the formula I use, and it's shockingly simple. Step 1. Count the transactions. When a prospect reaches out, I ask for the average number of monthly transactions from the 3 most recent months across all bank accounts, credit cards. You add them up, divide by 3. Now you have a realistic monthly transaction average. And this matters because one busy month can throw off everything. Step 2, multiply by $2 to $3 per transaction. Here's the key part. Take that average monthly transaction number and multiply it by $2 to $3 per transaction. I personally multiply by 3. Why? Because it accounts for things like time, complexity, review work, and the fact that clients always underestimate their volume. And no, I do not tell the client how I arrive at this number. They don't need the recipe. They just need the result. Why this works, but nobody talks about it. And here's what nobody tells you. Clients don't push back on prices they understand. They push back on prices that feel negotiable. Hourly pricing feels negotiable. Itemized pricing feels negotiable. Flat month pricing based on workloads feels final. It signals that this is what it costs to handle a business like yours, and that confidence alone filters out bad clients. Common objection and why it's not real. Some bookkeepers worry, what if the client realizes they're paying per transaction? Two things. One, most clients won't do the math. Two, the ones who do are usually the worst clients. If someone's counting transactions to argue over $20, they're not your ideal client anyway. This pricing method protects your time and your sanity. Why this isn't overcharging. Let's be clear. You're not charging for clicking buttons, categorizing transactions, or reconciling accounts. You're charging for accuracy, consistency, and not letting things blow up. That's value. And value deserves predictable pricing. How this scales as you grow. The beauty of this model is it scales automatically. More transactions, higher fee. More complexity, higher workload. Higher responsibility, higher value. No awkward price increase conversations. No surprise invoices. Just math doing its job quietly in the background. If you want help dialing them for your specific clients, I offer one-on-one consultations for $75 an hour. We look at your pricing, your workload, and make sure you're not leaving money or energy on the table. And in the next video, I'll break down how to raise your bookkeeping prices without losing good clients, including what to say when someone pushes back. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for that one. Conclusion: most bookkeepers don't need more complexity. They need simpler pricing. And when you stop explaining every detail and start pricing based on workload, clients respect you more. You earn more, and the business finally feels sustainable. You're not overcharging, you're charging correctly. And once you see it that way, there's no going back. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.